Good morning guys, I'm Steve from Steve's Dog Training. Now this morning we're just going to give you a free tip on something that I think is going to be very important for you and your dogs moving forward while we're going through the current situation where we're at home with the dogs. So what I mean by that is that let's remember our dogs are used to a routine. So they're used to us getting up in the morning, getting the kids ready for school, us getting ready for work, and off we go. We're away for a few hours. Somebody may come in at lunchtime, see to the dog, or we're back at lunchtime. So the dog's in that routine for quite a while, whether it's a puppy or whether it's an older dog. Now, all of a sudden, that's changed. So now we're there all the time. The children are there all the time. We're there all the time, 24/7. Okay, so the dogs now are thinking, wow, this is great. The dogs love it. You know, they've got us all the time. And they'll be getting lots of attention that they wouldn't normally get. Okay, so they're going to want to play. We want to play with the dogs. The kids want to play with the dogs, throw a ball, all this attention, which is great. And it's great fun to do that and to do training. You know, we can train the dogs while in the garden, in the house. We can do different things. But what we need to do is we need to still leave the dogs. Okay, so what I mean by that is a couple of times a day, 15 minutes or a little bit longer, or whatever, is to just leave the dog alone. Go outside, do something different away from the dog. Get the dog used to that fact that we still are going to go out. We're still going to do things that the dog thinks that we've gone to work or whatever. We just want to make sure that our dogs do not become reliant on us. Okay, because what can happen is if we give our dogs constant attention now, 24/7, playing with them. When they come for a stroke, we give them that stroke. When we give them the fuss and all these different things, what's going to happen is when we start to go back to work again and the kids go back to school, the dog all of a sudden is going to be on its own. And that some dogs will handle that, no problem at all. The dogs will be fine, but some won't. Some are going to go, oh my God, where's everybody gone? And they could end up with what we call separation anxiety, which is a horrible thing for them to get. It's stress. They can toilet in the house, they can hurt themselves, they can rip your house to bits. There's lots of different things that they can do when they have separation anxiety. So things that we can do to help them and to help you get the dogs adjusted to you being at home and then obviously you going back to work again. It's just like what I said earlier on, is leaving them. Don't mollycoddle them. Don't play with them all the time. Yes, do training. You can play with them, but not constantly. So again, what we mustn't do is if a dog comes for attention, so attention-seeking dogs where they come to us and they're jumping up and they want to fuss and they want play. If we give it them, if we give them that attention there, they're saying, right, that's how I get my attention. I just walk up to mum and dad or the children, jump up at them, and they play with me. So what I want you to do is little things like when they do that. So when a dog comes up to you, drops a ball by your feet, don't play with them at all. Okay, just ignore that. When the dog's gone away because it's not got what it wanted, then play with them. So it comes from us. So the attention always comes from us and not from the dog telling us what to do. And it's no different to children. If you've got a child that if you sat on the settee watching TV and comes and jumps in your face and says, Mummy, I want you now, you're going to say, well, hang on a minute, I'm watching TV or I'm on the phone, just give me 5 minutes. And that's fine. But with a dog, we don't do that. So when a dog comes and jumps up, we start stroking it because it's therapeutic, it's lovely. But what that is doing is telling the dog, right, okay, you've come to me, you've told me to stroke you, and I've stroked you. So all I'm saying is, from now, I mean, it should be done all the time, but even more so now, is so that we can get these dogs ready for when we do go back to work. I mean, nobody knows how long we're going to be off work, so we don't want these dogs getting separation anxiety later on down the line. Okay, so train, play, but everything comes from us and not from the dog. If you have an attention-seeking dog, a dog that jumps up and a dog that wants to play all the time, what I want you to do is a simple thing is just ignore it. Just turn away, walk away, don't give it any attention. Just watch what it does. And please comment, if you try it, comment under this video and let me know if it works. Because what will happen is if you give that dog no attention, and the dog, if there's 2 or 3 of you in the house, the dog will go to each person for attention. If everybody does the same, I'll guarantee that your dog will just go off and lay down if you do it long enough. Now, at the beginning, it's going to take a while if dogs have got attention all the time. But after a little bit and a few times of doing it, your dog will get the notion in its brain that says, right, I can't get attention on demand anymore. How do I get attention? And the attention comes by being calm, by sitting near you know, and you calling it to you, and then you giving it the attention. Okay, so just a little tip there, guys. All I want to do is help you with your dogs. We don't want them getting separation anxiety. So remember, keep your distance. Don't give them attention all the time. Okay, guys, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Thank you.